Hello and welcome, everybody. This is All the Stars in the Sky, Mission 1, part of the first arc, the Redacre Exodus, and this will be part 1. We'll be starting in just a minute here, and I will unmute all the folks, and we'll get started. All right, here we go.
Yay, chaos.
Yay.
So to get started, what I'm going to do is go down the line and have everybody introduce themselves and the character that they'll be playing, and then I will begin our chaos. I am Arcana. I will be running Ambria as an NPC, and I will be your torturer / GM for this evening, or I guess afternoon. Baxter?
I am Baxter, and I am ready for chaos.
Raven?
I am Raven. I'm playing Kaede, and I'm not ready for this.
Kira?
I'm Jay. I play Kira and Benji as well, possibly. We'll see what the hell happens there.
Elta?
I'm Elta. I play Lillian, and I'm here for a fun time and to ruin everything.
Connor?
Hello, everyone. My name is Connor. I also go by Marley. I will be taking the role tonight of Lincoln Roosevelt Gates, and I'm looking forward to play with everyone tonight.
Storm?
Hello, I am Storm. I'm playing Alex Crow, and I'm probably going to be the very quiet person today.
Suma?
Hello, I'm Suma and I'm going to play Skylar Aurelia Oakley, but you can all call her Sky for short. And yeah, I'm excited.
Alrighty. So, final call. Does anybody have any questions before we get started?
I'm going to take that as a no.
Can I take the coffee pot with me?
No.
Alas, no.
Oh.
All right. Let's begin. So, we start in Redacre. It's been 3 weeks since sundown, and 3 weeks since the ritual failure that averted a terrible fate for all in Redacre itself. In that time, a lot has changed. What had once been a tenuous balance trapped inside the town borders has since broken down into a burgeoning simmer just shy of roiling chaos. Stability in Redacre is tenuous at best, as kids and adults alike, the remnant hosts of dead and dying voices, flee the town for their very lives. Our story begins on a quiet Saturday evening, the sun just dipping beneath a forest-shrouded western horizon. You received a message through the Blackout Club from Ambria Gray. Team Bad Decisions is skipping town, and we're taking the next group of kids out with us. If you want out, meet at the boxcar tonight at 7 p.m. We'll plan our escape then. Our story here will begin at the boxcar. Baxter, what you doing?
Baxter is packing his stuff. Yeah.
Raven?
Raven's already been there. She's in the corner, not really talking to anybody. She's kind of sat up on the table. She's got a backpack by her feet, but that looks like really all she has. She's wearing the tier 5 vest. I think she's no longer wearing her chosen shirt. Black jeans and her rainbow sneakers. Her The Idea mask is hung on her hip. But other than that, she's not really saying or doing much.
All right. Kira, what are you up to?
Kira's been at the boxcar. She kind of lives mostly in and out of it. She finally finished taking down like the corkboard of maps, and she's been doing a lot of stuff trying to hand things over to like put her notes, since she knows that Gwen is staying. She's trying to make sure that anything she might have had that could be helpful, like missing kids and everything, as much as possible, like prepared. But she finally kind of resigned that she's probably leaving, so she's been putting the final touches on pulling down that cork board and packing up and like organizing all of her notebooks for Old Tongue and things like that. So it's all starting to get shuffled into her bag.
All right. Lillian, what are you doing?
Lillian, she's going over everything again and again, making sure everything's prepared, interspersed every now and again, maybe muttering a prayer or pacing aggravatedly, in the sense of, okay, this is really happening. Dear Lord, please let not anything terrible happen.
Lincoln?
Anyone that knew Lincoln as a person, whenever he stayed around at the boxcar, would notice that his stuff isn't actually there. But there is something in the distance that's going off, and you'll eventually just see him walking over to the boxcar and just poking his head in.
All right. Storm, what's Alex up to?
So Alex has her stuff packed. Right now she is writing a letter to leave with Gwen to try to get to Stanek about all that's going on, like her personal thoughts on it and feelings. So she's kind of like keeping to herself, writing a letter, kind of not letting people see what she's writing.
Okay. And lastly, Aurelia, what are you up to?
Aurelia would just be standing around, having already packed her things, and just looking at the others, just to make sure that no one is giving her weird glances.
Okay. Ambria arrives after everyone else. She's packed as well. She's wearing her typical mission gear, leather jacket, t-shirt, black jeans, black boots, and she's not masked at this time. She steps up into the boxcar, she drops her bag, and calls everyone over and says, "All right, guys, it's time to do the plan. Come on over."
Kira's grabbing her bag. She's kind of got everything shuffled in, including drone shoved haphazardly into her backpack. She walks over and goes, "Okay, which plan? We've had a lot of plans. Which is this one?"
This is the plan to leave.
I'll just hop up into the boxcar and I'll casually stride my way over to where Ambria is.
Okay.
Raven comes over, but she's kind of like staying in the back, not like away from everybody.
Baxter?
Baxter walks over to the group and just stands there listening.
Lillian grabs her bag and also meanders over.
Storm?
So Alex is gonna finish writing the letter, leave instructions on a sticky note for Gwen to get it to Stanek and go join the others.
Aurelia?
Aurelia would just walk over as well, but pulls her hood a bit more over her face.
Okay. So with everybody gathered around, Ambria kneels down, pulls out a notebook, and puts it on the ground with a pen. All right, so here's the deal. If we need to get out of Redacre, we need a ride out. And there's a lot of us that are trying to get out with this batch. So, that said, we need to acquire a vehicle, we'll say. We have a couple of options. We can steal a bus, or we can steal an RV. I think those are the only two that are really going to be able to fit all the kids that are coming with us. What do you guys think?
I think we're going to be better off doing an RV.
RV will attract less
Mhm.
suspicion.
Yep.
Ambria looks to Raven, Lincoln, Alex, and Aurelia.
Raven just kind of shrugs.
For you guys, probably an RV would be best. Wraith and I are taking the Alchemina. We're trying to get in contact with Dan, but he's not picking up anything.
Have you heard from him since before sundown?
He's been too busy with his cases to try and get to the bottom of it before anything.
Of course he is.
Mhm. But point in case, Wraith and I will be taking the Alchemina behind you guys. Keep an eye on you. How are we going to handle fuel? Like, are we going to bring extra canisters with us, or what's
We're
the
gonna
plan there?
I think we're going to stock up on canisters, and then if we can get a hold of some money, we can fuel up carefully as we move. We just got to worry about getting out of town first.
Agreed.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do this, especially if we're gonna be looking for an RV, we could try seeing if we can find any of the garages that had some of the old cans, and we can pick up some of the gas cans on our way out.
Okay.
We're also going to need some maintenance tools because vehicles like to wear down over time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the stuff for Pringles.
And in the other boxcar, there's some other tools too.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, what do you think? Ambria directs to Alex.
Alex is most just kind of, she doesn't know everyone that well, so she's kind of standing back quietly, listening, and just mostly going on what they say.
Okay. How about you, Aurelia?
Whatever works. But what everyone said already sounds good, and I don't think there's much missing. But an RV might be best. I don't really know.
All right. Well, it sounds like the vote is for an RV, so there are a couple of places we can look. I think the safest place would be to steal one from the place that Unicorn Charlie rented his from, if you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I do not.
There's a camp rental place down in Hoadley, or down lower under Hoadley, in town, that rents out RVs and camping equipment and tents and stuff. So we could try to break into that, steal an RV. Now here's the question: does anybody know how to drive an RV?
Damn delayed driver's ed from my ear.
Hell
Alex raises her hand and does the little so-so symbol.
Okay, well, that's better than nothing. So you've decided to steal an RV. You're also going to need to steal our supplies. So we can have everyone go to the camp store to steal the RV together, or we can split the team into two and have half the group go to get supplies and half the group go to get the RV.
Splitting the group would be better. We need supplies.
We're used to running in parties of 4, or at least 1 to 4. I don't think we need as many people as we have here to pick up one RV.
Okay. Who wants to go and get supplies?
Alex volunteers, raises her hand, and her drone.
I'll go.
I can take 3 more people with me in the El Camino.
I got experience grabbing supplies. I can do that.
As do I.
So Baxter,
that's 4.
Storm, Lincoln, and Lillian. And that means Kira and Aurelia and Raven and Ambria will go and get the RV.
Kira has and is used to giving people shopping lists, but she also has a lot of lockpicks.
She do.
And those are probably going to be better for getting that RV.
Indeed.
Baxter
So
has
before
universal one.
kicking in a door is once again not a lockpick. All right, so before we start on the missions, let's go ahead and dole out equipment. Go ahead and open up your character sheets to the second page.
Yes'm.
Everyone is going to go in with the following items. Everyone has 1 flashbang, 1 trank dart, 1 bandage, and 1 energy bar. You may also choose 2 of the following items: a tripwire, a foam canister, a noisemaker, or what's the 4th item? Holy shit, my brain just shut down.
The lockpicks.
No, it's not lockpicks.
First aid kit.
First aid kit. All right. So go ahead and take your items. Let me know what you choose. Baxter.
I will take the tripwire.
What's your second item?
Second item will be lockpick.
Okay. Raven.
I'll take the first aid kit and the noisemaker.
Okay. Kira?
I'm going to go with. Can I get an extra of any of the initial 4?
Yes.
I'm going to do 1 lockpick, and I'm going to do a extra trank dart.
Okay. Lillian.
Tripwire and lockpick, please.
Lincoln.
Tripwire and foam grenade.
Alex.
Tripwire and lockpick.
And Aurelia.
A tripwire and foam.
Okay. Go ahead and mark down in your inventories what you've got, and we'll start again in here in just a minute.
Can I
Question:
get a
how
read
many?
off-
Oop.
Sorry.
Sorry. Can I get a read off of the first floor supplies we get already?
Yes. That's a flashbang, a bandage, an energy bar, and a trank dart.
Perfect.
How many uses does my first aid kit have?
2.
2?
Yes.
Okay. Do I know how to use it, or because I'm the only one with the first aid kit, right?
At this time, yes. If you have anything in, if you have lore or crafts, you could use either one of those to use first aid kits or bandages.
Nice.
Others.
Okay, I have lore, so
Yep.
cool.
I am posting the list of items in the resources, so give me just 1 sec. Pick from canister.
And I'm guessing that we'll be able to make acquisitions as we go.
Correct.
Perfect. Hilariously, I feel trank darts and things like that are going to be scarcer once we leave Redacre. Almost like not everyone else has prepper supplies.
Turns out, flashbangs are going to become extremely valuable soon.
Yeah, I don't think breaking into a police station is a good idea for more.
Probably.
Oh,
Nope,
why not?
definitely
That
not.
sounds like a great idea.
Fuck, if we're gonna be in small towns for a while, probably won't even have them in there.
That's why you break into them and check.
I mean, Baxter could be the distraction while everyone goes in and finds things.
Baxter, no.
Baxter,
Baxter,
no.
we're gonna get
Why
along.
not?
You know
Baxter,
why.
no.
Why?
Baxter, I got you. We'll do it.
Okay.
Post today it's a live leak. Baxter gets swatted.
It's days like these I'm kind of happy Wraith isn't here to join in on these shenanigans, but I kind of wish he did. Because we all know that would just be fun.
We'll
And
be
they all
there
get
next
pizza
time.
afterwards.
It's fine, Baxter. I'll encourage your bad behavior with you.
Heck yeah.
Yes. Making sure that we stick to the name Team Bad Decisions.
I was in Voices of Chaos, so
Baxter's
close.
trouble is silence is not golden.
Correct. All right, items are posted now in resources. The bottom 4 are the ones that you automatically get one of. Make sure you mark down how many of them you have in your inventory sheets. I will start keeping track of them next mission, but I'm going on the honor system this mission. Cool.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Any other
Question
questions
for
about?
the GMs?
Yes.
Those of us that have multiple decks, do we need to tell you which one we're taking now or when we get there?
Oh, go ahead and tell tell me now.
Okay.
Words are hard.
I'll be taking the hacker deck this time.
Okie doke. If anybody else has a multiple deck, go ahead and let me know now which one you're taking.
I'm going to be taking drone this
Okay.
time. That way Pringles can scout for us.
Okie doke.
Hero items.
Yes, everybody gets a hero item. You know what they are. Let me know what you're taking.
Crossbow.
Baxter.
Grappling hook.
Okay. Kara.
Crossbow.
Lillian.
Crossbow.
Lincoln.
Old trusty grappling hook.
Aw.
Yeah.
Alex. Did Storm's audio die still?
Okay, it managed to come back when I logged in and out, but I missed a
Okay.
bunch.
That's okay. We're just talking about items. What deck and what hero item are you taking in?
The drone and the grapple hook.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm also taking Unstoppable.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Unstoppable
And
as well.
Aurelia.
Unstoppable and grapple hook.
Okay. So everybody's got your hero items. Everybody's got everyone's got their decks. We're gonna go ahead and split the party. Is there anything else that anyone does before leaving?
Kara's gonna actually say, hey guys, just I know it's probably not likely, but if you run into a stalker and they've got red and brown hair, let me know.
Duly noted.
Thumbs up.
Do you want us to kidnap them?
Maybe.
Gentle persuasion, got it.
Okay.
You know,
Kick
we're
them in the
very,
teeth. Got it.
we're very good at
Don't
that.
kick him in the teeth.
Baxter, please.
It was a joke. I wouldn't.
Oh
Or
boy.
would I?
So why?
My brother hasn't been home since sundown.
In case we
Plan
do
is
run into someone like that, what's his name?
Benji.
Benji. Got it.
the plan is to take Benji with us. We're also going to need to find some cancelers that are still in working order.
Yeah, that's the other problem. Yeah.
So we are going to try to capture someone who's hostile towards us and make them come with us when they don't want to come with us.
Not the dumbest thing we've done.
We've got grappling hooks. We can use them as rope.
I don't think it's that he doesn't want to. I think he's stalking because he has to.
It's a little complicated for his situation.
We'll get into it once we get back. Ambria starts scribbling out a list of things needed for the supply recruiting group. You will need to pick up gas canisters, canned food, more medical supplies, repair kits, probably spare parts for the RV, assuming it, breaks down at some point. Who knows how well kept these RVs are? And hands the list to Lillian.
Thank you. She walks over to Lincoln. Hey, dumbass, you don't mind driving me around, right? She gives him a little smile.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever. Just go. My crew, go. Let's go. Let's go.
all right. Does anybody else do anything else in the boxcar before you leave?
While I'm making my way to the El Camino, I am going to make a specific text message to a specific group that I will send to. Do you want me to send that to you or to Dichotomy?
Send it to me.
Okay.
The lad can only handle dice for this,
Understandable.
at least until I muster up the fucks to do more development work on him. For now, though, he's a fate dice monkey.
And I love him for it.
It's funny. It's funny because the cover page has a monk gorilla. I'm here for this.
All right, last call for anybody who does anything before you take off on your separate missions.
Slide the letter that I'd had under the door to where I know the Gwen and Dax usually hang out.
Okay.
Kara's gonna do one last look around and then take one of her notebooks and with a look over at Alex, she's gonna put her notebook under the same door area. Just kind of give a thumbs up and then get ready to head out.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. So the party is splitting. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to bounce back and forth between each group. So it's going to be basically in rounds. I'll have group one do something. We'll see if that succeeds or fails. We will cliffhanger on the consequences of your actions, and we'll jump back to the next group. Same deal. You'll attempt to do something. Your success or failure will depend on your rolls, and we'll again cliffhanger and jump back to the next group. Any questions? Alrighty.
Not at the moment. We'll
No,
just
ma'am.
see it in play.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the group that's going to get supplies. Which path do you take out of the boxcar, and where do you head? Do you head to Hoadley, or do you want to head further into town towards the stores?
We stop at Hoadley now. If it's closer to the boxcar, we'll be able to pick up the supplies from there. We might run into the risk of seeing some sleepers or lucids. If we go to the market, we're going to be further out. It's going to take us a little bit to get back to the boxcar to have everything for everyone, but we can pick up everything else on the way.
Yeah. If we go to Hoadley, we might be able to get some supplies that are harder to come by, I suspect. But if we go out, we'll probably get, if we go to the shops, we'll get more.
I believe this is an accurate assessment. You
Shops would
can
probably be higher security, huh?
probably. There are probably lucids patrolling the shops, and there are probably not as many sleepers in the area. There's probably more sleepers in Hoadley than lucids. So the trade-off is there's high security at the shops. You'll probably get more stuff. But if you go to the houses, it's going to be easier security. There's not quite as much stuff, but you might find unique items that you wouldn't find out in a shop. You may, in character, debate amongst yourselves and come to a decision.
Might be best just to take the big risk and go for the shops, isn't it?
It might be. Like I said, it's going to be a longer drive out. The only thing that we might be killing the most is time. Not to mention that we're going to be a little suspicious driving in the middle of night.
And fuel.
We might be able,
That's another thing. That don't come cheap.
you know where we could get gas? This is a bit of a weird idea. People have gas-powered tools in their garages.
I don't think those are the same type of gas.
Is it
No.
not?
Mm-mm.
No.
So much I
If
know.
anyone knows how to siphon cars, though,
I do.
Of course you do.
am I not surprised?
Raised eyebrow, but
I mean, all else fails, we can hit Hoadley, siphon some cars. Not like they're gonna be awake to notice it.
We might find Benji there rather than out in the security in the marketplace.
that's a fair point.
All right, this is the last call. We going to the markets or are we going to Lower Hoadley?
Let's go to Hoadley.
I leave the choice to you guys.
Sounds like you guys are going to Hoadley.
Looks like we're going to Hoadley. Strap in.
Onward!
Shotgun.
Damn it.
It's funny because Wraith is already in the shotgun.
No,
But he's not here.
Yes. I said that Wraith was with me.
All right. So you guys are heading down to Hoadley. You're going to head down to Lower Hoadley first before you head over to, or I guess, let's call it East Hoadley, where the Leap is. That's where you're starting?
I suppose so. Anyone dissenting?
Nope, that sounds about right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Might want to park outside the actual suburb proper just so we don't, wake anyone up.
Yeah.
What are you
Good idea.
driving again, Lincoln? An El Camino?
Yep.
All right. That's also a gas guzzler.
We're fucked.
It's fine.
Okay. So team 1, you head into Lower Hoadley. You're driving in, so you're not going to take the passages. Are you going to be pausing just beyond where normally there would be the sonic fences that are no longer there?
Yes.
Okay.
Just bury it in the trees a little bit so no one gets curious.
Okay. So everybody jumps out of the car and you start making your way into East Hoadley, where the Leap is, and the houses from 918 up to 921 are. As you leave the car, everyone go ahead and roll notice for me. And just to give everyone kind of some information about how rolls work, what you need to do is type /fate and then the value of your ability score or your skill score. So if you have notice at a average, then you will do /fate +1. If you have it unranked, then you just simply write /fate. If it's +2, etc., etc., etc. Now, here's the
Oof.
next piece of how fate dice work. You can choose to accept your score, or you can spend one of your fate points to either give yourself a +2 or re-roll it.
Looks
will-
like Lincoln's got eagle eyes.
That's like a hawk. I'm gonna keep my plus. I'm gonna keep my 2.
Okay. Anybody want to spend a fate point?
We're
Probably
traveling.
not yet.
We're traveling as a group, so I'm not going to spend it. I'll just hope there's good communication.
Okay. Lincoln and nope, just Lincoln. Lincoln, you notice that there are swarms of sleepers moving through Hoadley, but they're moving in groups. They're not super close together. The groups are not super close together, but there are clusters of 3 or 4 sleepers in each area. There's a couple of sleepers that are wandering in the middle of the street. You notice, though, that you can't spot any lucids specifically. You're just seeing armies of sleepers.
Huh. That's weird.
What?
We seem to be a little more grouped up than normal. On top of that, I don't know what's going on. I don't see any lucids anywhere.
Lillian's attention entirely invested in her crossbow as a -1 is I didn't notice anything.
Oh yeah, gee, I wonder why.
Alex is preparing her drone, getting ready to use it for keeping an eye on the sky for them.
Okay. When you're using the drone, if you roll for notice, you get an automatic +2 in addition to whatever your current skill rating is.
Yes.
So just let me know when you start using the drone, and then you can add a +2 to your score on the next notice check. Okay. Does anybody look for anything in specific?
In terms of supplies,
In terms of supplies or at any of the specific houses, where do you guys want to go first?
something we could potentially do to increase our rate, break into groups of 2, but with so many sleepers that might be risky. We should focus on food and fuel first. Second from there is tools. Anything we could use to keep stuff running, or camping supplies, the like. And then from there, secondary stuff like, or tertiary, like trank darts and whatnot, because I don't think we'll need that as much the farther away we get.
Okay.
Honestly, if the club still has everything ran up, we can probably use the rest of our snacks to just clean out the town. Not that I want to do that to the club, but it's
Are
an
you sure
option.
you want to subsist on snacks for a couple of weeks?
I
Oh,
mean, if we're getting a ration of food, we can't keep living off of junk. We're getting older.
Alex is going to send her drone up into the sky and try to get a measurement of how many cars are in the area.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Let's see which one we want to roll. Go ahead and roll notice.
So it'd be +4 because that's my fair skill and I'm using a drone, right?
Yep, +4. Nice. So what Alex is able to see is that there are 5 cars on the street, and there is one of the usual what are they? The animal control trucks. It might be a portable shaped door, but they had to also drive it here, so it probably has gas. So there are 5 cars and 1 truck.
Do I know if RVs take standard gas or diesel?
That's a good question. Let's go ahead and roll lore.
Uh, yep. Plus 3.
Damn, that's a good roll.
He has a very specific set of skills.
With a very specific set of skills.
Large RVs take diesel. and you know this, smaller RVs can take gasoline.
So, depending on what size RV our friends are deciding to steal, we might have plenty of vehicles to pick from, or we'll have to take diesel, and there's only one vehicle that has it.
Exactly.
We should probably flash the other group and make sure they what kind of RV they're going to get.
Yep, that's a good idea. You want to go ahead and shoot off a text message?
I'll go ahead and shoot a text message. You guys keep an eye out. All right.
Sounds good.
And I've just created a channel for team group chat, so go ahead and use that for in-character text messages. Anybody else look for anything in particular while Lincoln's sending off text?
I'm just
We're not
watching patrol patterns.
Okay.
that as well. Lillian might close her eyes to see if the shape's out and about, just in case. For supplies, she's not going to look at, since a lot of the stuff she's going to be looking for is going to have to be inside. You're going to be inside the house to find it.
All
and I
right.
assume we're not doing that yet.
As each of you is preparing or keeping eyes out or moving around, you notice that the sleepers start moving towards your area. They're not moving directly, it's not a beeline, but they are getting closer. Everyone
None of
go
us
ahead.
made any sound.
Nobody made any sound, but they are sort of roaming into your direction. Slowly, and it's a meander, but they are getting closer. You're going to want to go ahead and roll for stealth now.
Oh no.
Damn it.
And just so I can make sure, Alex is our fourth person with us. Yes.
Yes.
I keep getting names mixed up.
It's you, Alex, Baxter, and Lillian.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see how everybody did. Okay. So Baxter, Lincoln, and Lillian, each of you is able to prepare, get ready for your infiltration. Alex, however, as you're using your drone, your eyes in the sky are able to keep an eye on everything, except for directly behind you, and a shadow falls over you from behind. Team 2.
Looks like we have to kill someone. Anyways.
Yep.
All right, Team 2. We're heading down into town. As we go through the tunnels, we make our way down towards the shops and the area where we're going to find our camp rental and supply store. Ambria will take a moment to pause and check her phone. And she rubs her face and says to the others, all right, well, Lincoln has a good point. We need to figure out what kind of RV we're stealing, because that's going to dictate what kind of fuel we can use. We want to try to find something that uses gas?
It's going to be a lot easier if we can. There's only one pump that does diesel, and even in here in town, that's got to be pretty normal, right?
That's pretty normal, yeah. And Ambria will look to Raven and Aurelia.
Oh, I was waiting for Suma to go, but Raven just kind of shrugs. And her head, she's been like, as she's walking, she's just kind of had her head down the whole time. She's just kind of struggling. She's like, I guess I don't really know.
Okay. I guess let's try to find an RV that takes gas. And it's time to begin our sneaking. So the team arrives at the camp supply and rental. It's kind of on the edge of town. It's a little further out, so it took us a while to get here. As you exit the tunnels and move through the woods towards the camp supply store, you notice how utterly silent it is. There's no bird call, there's no insect sounds, there's nothing. Just the wind. And the occasional distant cracking of branches and dead foliage, which sound strikingly like footsteps.
Kara's gonna pull Pringles the drone out and get Pringles up in the air. She's gonna kind of look around. Do you want me to scout around a little bit before we move in and make sure we know what we've got ahead of us?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll your notice. Same deal applies. With your drone out, you get +2 to your notice check in addition to your skill. Okay. So on the edge of the woods, kind of around the camp store and around all the other stores near it, there are patrols of Lucids. And they're not dressed in the attire that you're used to. They're in plain clothes. But you can tell that they're Lucids because they're holding their flashlights. It's not like they're being subtle about it. They're moving around pretty obviously in patrol patterns. There are a couple of sleepers in the area, but not very many. It is mostly patrolling Lucids, and they have the area pretty well covered.
Is there anything that looks like a gap on how they're doing their patrols, or are they keeping themselves really well in check with each other?
Let's see. Let's have you roll one more notice to see if you can identify a gap in the patrol pattern
With drone bonus or not?
with drone bonus. Yes. It's a narrow gap, but it is a gap. And if all of you stay together and move very, very quickly, every 3 minutes there is a gap in their patrol that will allow you to sneak in unnoticed as long as everyone can hop the fence.
Kara's gonna fold the look down and go, okay. So I've got some bad news and I've got some good news. I'm gonna go with the bad news first. Bad news, this is Lucid Central. This is where they're heading out. There's a lot of Lucids and they're on active patrols and they're plain clothes. I haven't seen that for months. But that aside, that was the bad news. I have the good news now. They've
Okay.
got a gap. They've got a problem in their patrols. There's an area, and she's going to kind of show up on the screen where she's got Pringles the drone kind of very high hovering over. There's a gap here for a couple of minutes every time they're cycling through where we could get over that fence.
Okay. Ambria will look to the others. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Raven just
Sounds
kind of
good.
nods.
Okay. So it's time to sneak in. We're going to go ahead and have everyone roll for stealth first and foremost.
I don't know what my stealth is. Oh, nice. Is that good?
Yes.
What are we rolling for again?
We're
Stealth.
rolling for stealth. So it's /fate and then plus whatever your stealth score is. If it's average, it's +1. If it's fair, it's +2. If it's good, it's +3. But if you don't have stealth as a skill, then you just go with, you don't add anything. Okay. So nobody failed the check inherently. It's not terribly difficult to get through if you time it, since Kira was able to locate the gap in their patrols. So everyone is able to sneak through the gap and hop the fence into the yard where you're finding all of these RVs parked. There's a large number of them. They range in size from relatively little small campers to giant motorhomes. There are patrols inside the yard as well, but they are not as common. If one of you wants to, say, get on top of an RV and pull out your drone to keep an eye on things, you could do that.
That might be a really good thing for Kira to park into. Kira's gonna to look and she's like, okay, I have no experience with these things, and Dad was super insistent about that. But I've got Pringles, so I can keep a watch up and go back to being Overwatch for you. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right. I've got my phone out. I have the night mode enabled. It kind of sort of helps. So let me know if you guys need hands. Okay.
All right. So, being that you're looking to steal an RV, you probably don't want to have to hotwire one, right? So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to identify an RV to steal, and then you're going to need to break into the building and steal the keys.
Lovely.
Sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
So, Kira, you're working on making your way up, right?
Yep. Do I need to stealth roll to make my way up quietly?
You sure do. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh dear.
Rip.
It's fine.
Oh.
Well, so
It begins.
Oh,
we
no.
will come back to Kira in a moment. Ambria, Raven, and Aurelia, I'm assuming, are going to be breaking into the building to find keys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the three girls leave Kira to go and become eyes in the sky, regardless of whatever she runs into later, and make your way towards the building. As you arrive near the building's back door, you see the telltale flash of a flashlight inside as the light pans across the window. Everyone go ahead and roll stealth one more time. We are sneaky as shit, except for Kira.
Hey, don't forget me too.
All right. So, the three girls were able to sneak up to the building without being noticed in any way, even though they're near the windows. Does anybody with the three, or does either Ambria, Raven, or Aurelia have a lockpick?
No.
No.
Interesting.
Does Ambria?
Ambria does. Fortunately. Ambria keeps a lockpick in her hair. So Ambria is going to set to work breaking into the building by using burglary. In the meantime, what sounds like a clang of sneakers smashing against the side of an RV rings out into the yard as Kira slips while she climbs. As Ambria is picking this lock, Aurelia and Kaede, you notice that the Lucid Patrol in the yard has suddenly shifted, and they are beginning to move towards Kira's location.
Can I throw my noisemaker away so they'll go towards the noisemaker?
You sure can.
Okay, I'll toss my noisemaker to see if I can get them to go towards that instead of Kira.
Okay. Go ahead and roll provoke for me.
Ooh, I have that. It's not very good. Oh, it's +2. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oops. 8.
The Lucids stop hearing the firecrackers go off in the distance, and after muttering between themselves for a moment, they turn and move towards the noisemaker, freeing Kira from a potentially catastrophic situation.
Kaede kind of looks back to see if Kira is okay.
Kira, you are able to get on top of the RV that you had climbed. None the worse for wear, but your heart rate is probably a little bit on the high side.
Kara's doing the slow, like the hands down sort of thing of the self calming motion before she catches the look, and then she's gonna flash a very quick thumbs up, and then a crouch down and get Pringles the drone up.
Okay. Kira, go ahead and roll notice once you get the drone up. Cool. So you can see that the lucids that were inside the yard have all kind of vacated. The lucids on the outside of the yard are kind of moving in that direction as well towards the noisemaker. So you have a couple of minutes before everybody starts moving back your direction. There are still at least one lucid inside, but you can't really see what he's doing because there are walls.
Okay. She's gonna pull her hoodie up and try to use that to make sure she's got as little exposed skin showing, because that might make it easier for them to spot them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. With you being completely covered, I will give you a +1 to your stealth while you're sitting up here covered under your hoodie and hiding, for your vantage and for your hoodie. At the door, Ambria pops the door open, and you are able to step inside of the camp store. Raven and Aurelia, go ahead and roll notice to take a look around.
I don't think I have noticed.
It'll just be /fate then.
I do not.
Ambria will throw an arm out before everybody moves forward and put a finger to her lips to indicate quiet. She will point out 2 lucids patrolling between the aisles, and then she will point to the right, off down towards the back of the store, where there is a manager's office behind what is probably a locked door.
Kaede kind of sighs and she looks at Ambria and she's like, "Do you have another lockpick?"
I just used the one I had.
So I could distract them if I need to, or you can go and get the keys.
Aurelia, what are you doing?
Trying to figure things out. Eh,
We're gonna have to kick that door, Ambria.
oh no.
We could see if one of the lucids has the keys on them.
That's true. Can I roll to see if one of the lucids has like a set of keys on them?
Yes, go ahead and roll investigate.
Do I have that? Oh, I do.
Yes, one of these patrolling lucids does in fact have keys dangling from their belt. A large ring of keys, in fact, and one of those keys is probably the keys to the store.
Kaede will point to that lucid and be like, "He's got keys."
So we have 2 options here. We can trank both of the lucids patrolling in here, hide them, and take the keys, or we can try to pickpocket this lucid without getting caught.
What do I need for pickpocket?
Burglary.
Fuck, I don't have burglary. Do you have burglary?
Ambry does. What about you, Aurelia?
One, yeah.
We can try to pickpocket.
You can try to pickpocket him, and if it goes wrong, I can cover you and shoot.
Okay. Aurelia, you have an identical score to Ambria, so go ahead and try to pickpocket this lucid and see if you can get close enough. Go ahead and roll stealth first. You are sneaky as
Nice.
shit. So Aurelia is able to sneak up behind this Lucid. So go ahead and try to grab the keys. Aurelia is a ghost. With no difficulty at all, Aurelia is able to sneak up behind the Lucid, snatch the keys, and back off. Aurelia, go ahead and let us know what this looks like.
Oh, well, sneaking up would be more like kind of half crawling across the ground, just silently. And then the moment she sees she can reach the keys, she would just quickly aim for them and then quickly but quietly dart back to the others and hold out the keys to them like, yes, I got them.
Excellent. All right. As the three of you successfully steal the keys, you're able to move over towards the door to the manager's office. The door opens easily. The key, it takes you a minute to find the correct key because none of them are labeled, of course. But once you are able to get in, you can close the door behind you and you find a billboard or a corkboard full of keys. The keys are labeled, but not in any system that you're familiar with. So you're probably going to need to take a bunch of them and go outside and try them. Ira, how you doing?
Well, generally pretty good. What with the whole on top of the RVs and watching. One of the things that Kira's really going to try to make sure is that there aren't any changes in the Lucids as they're patrolling and coming back from the little bit of disturbance.
Okay. Kira, go ahead and roll notice. You see headlights coming towards you. They're moving very slowly down the road. They appear to be some kind of small car, probably a sedan, and they are creeping along the street outside of the camp store, coming almost to a stop and then pulling into the parking lot.
Can Kira move Pringles over
Yes,
to try to get a better look? Because she wants to see who that looks like.
you can sure try. The range on Pringles is not super wide, but you can definitely try to move Pringles closer.
She's going to try to move Pringles closer to see if she can get any idea of who the driver is.
Okay.
Because she's worried that they're about to have another Lucid show up or a shop owner or something.
Okay. Pringles is able to move a little bit closer. Go ahead and roll one more notice. You know exactly who's in the front seat of that car. And it fills you with a sort of cold dread as your stomach drops, and you spot the face of your father.
Oh no!
Team 1.
Oh,
Uh,
oh
Oof.
boy! Hello!
no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Shut up.
That'd be
Okay.
Dexter, not Dexter.
All right.
Mhm.
So hell's about to break loose here.
The hell's about to break loose here. Alex, a shadow falls over you, and a hand reaches out and places itself on your shoulder. And behind you, a lucid says, I didn't realize that you kids were still out here.
Gonna slowly look over her shoulder.
Baxter, Lillian, and Lincoln, roll notice to see if you notice this is happening.
Got it. Okay, here we go. Do I have? Yeah, I do. Ho Ah.
I don't. So just roll fate.
Yep, /fate.
Oh no.
Bax just crits casually.
Lillian, you notice what's going on. Lincoln, you can kind of see it happening out of the corner of your eye. Baxter, you're staring dead at this Lucid.
Stare.
Lucid doesn't seem to care and says to Alex, "All right, kiddo, let's go." And starts to try to move Alex towards the red door in the middle of the street.
Lillian
Okay.
raises her crossbow.
Alex, what do you do?
Is is attempting to take the wrist and twist it sharply considered fight?
That would be fight, yes.
Let's see. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Of course.
The Lucid's got a pretty strong grip on your shoulder. You're able to grab his wrist and he lets go of you for a moment, but he snatches your shoulder again and starts to shove you towards the shape door.
Can I shoot him?
Lillian, go ahead and take a shot.
Oh gosh, please don't fail and hit me.
Don't fail. Don't botch this.
I rolled a 5.
Hey! Right
Is this one of
between
those,
the eyes.
is this one of those like dramatic movie moments where it like grazes my cheek and just hits the Lucid dead on?
The feathering of the trank dart brushes past your cheek and slams into the Lucid's temple and sends the guy straight to the ground. He had been shoving you very close to that red door, but you can feel that there is stirring in the area, so it's probably time to move.
Yeah, she's moving. It's like,
Bail.
nope. Trying to find somewhere a lot less obvious where she'll be so she can kind of perch and do drone reconnaissance. Because she's not great at running quickly.
So much for a peaceful night.
It's Redacre. When is it ever peaceful?
Never.
I can think of 1 or 2 times.
Do you leave the body there?
I grab the body.
Okay. 'Cause I've seen the way you run missions.
Yeah,
this
Alex
is
is
like
like
Kira has
walking
impacted
numbly
this
away.
habit nothing.
Question to the GM.
Yes.
Where we parked and heading out, what's the address to the house on my left?
So from where you parked, you are parked just to the left of 921. To your left is 1001.
Okay. I'm going to flag Alex over to me, and I want to use my grappling hook to get to the roof of 921.
Okay.
Just so they can get a airborne view of what they need to get a look at.
Okay. Go ahead, and it's not very difficult to climb up there, especially with your grappling hook. It basically negates needing to roll. So you go ahead and get up onto 921, and you're able to start getting yourselves positioned. Baxter and Lillian, what are you up to?
I assume I don't need to roll to hide the body.
No, just stash the body somewhere.
We're not bound by game rules, so it's easier to throw in a bush.
Preferably not over the edge,
Yes.
please.
Just not off a cliff.
I'm not
Puppy
Steve.
You
Thank
hear
God.
Kira shouting at you.
And the others are heading towards the house, right?
Lincoln and Alex are heading up onto the roof of 921, and you and Baxter are still kind of in the street.
All right, if they're heading that way, you want to join them, or you think we should split up if they're heading this way?
I mean, I guess we could split up, do 2 and 2. Or
Hey.
Lincoln can join us whenever they've gotten up on the roof.
Yeah, we're gonna go across the street from 921. I assume I don't need. Do I need to put it in the group chat? If I just send Lincoln a text saying we're going to head over to the other side of the street, just so we make less of an impact on them looking for us.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So you've averted your first crisis. Well done. But you see that the sleepers are starting to move into the area, kind of where the car is at. They don't know where the car is, and even if they find the car, it's not likely that they're going to do much with it. It's just a car. But they are now aware that you're at least here. They don't know who you are, and they don't know how many of you there are, but they know that there is somebody, so they are searching.
Damn,
All
I
right.
left my can of Mr. Pibb in there.
Oh no, not that.
Not Mr. Pibb.
The knockoff brands that Redacre has access to.
My favorite. Lincoln's #1 favorite snack is Mr. Pibb.
This is why Kira bribes him with it.
Okay. So, Alex, you take your place on 921. You are able to get into position. What do you do next?
So I had to go downstairs for whenever y'all decided what RV are they going with.
They're going for a gas RV.
So she is going to alternate between looking at her drone screen and texting on the phone. So she's going to mention which houses have cars at them, so that way they can have a reference of which ones to go and siphon fuel from. And then she'll kind of be driving the drone around, looking into houses, seeing who's inside, and what kind of at a glance of supply she can get from that.
Okay, go ahead and roll notice with your +2.
Well, it'd be +4 because of skill and drone, right? Yeah.
+2
I
on
guess
top of
it
your
did.
skill.
I've been shape bait a bunch.
And what else is new?
I know, right?
So you're able to tell that there are 2 sleepers in every single house and 1 patrolling on the outside. Besides those sleepers, there are 5 different bands of roaming sleepers in the street, each that number either 3 or 4 in their little groups. They're watching this area pretty heavily. You're also able to notice that there are still no lucids that are visible in the area, and you can't really tell where the lucid who spotted you came from.
I don't like this at all.
What do you see?
So she's gonna give him a count of how many sleepers she saw, including like in the houses and when patrolling around the houses and the outside, and just go, there are no lucids. So where did that one that came behind me come from?
Don't most lucids have the ability to door whenever they want? Or at least by will of surround sound?
He was walking me towards a door that was definitely not behind me.
Are they sneaking around now?
Maybe they learned from us.
Possible.
That's a terrifying thought.
Alright. Game plan.
They're searching
Why?
the woods.
Alright. I know we need supplies. What do we want to focus on first?
Well, considering siphoning fuel is a pretty specific job, whoever has a skill to do that needs to focus on that.
Alright. Lily said she would do that. I'll shoot her a text. In the meantime, I'm gonna see. You said there were about 2 sleepers in each house, right?
In each house, at least 1 patrolling on the outside.
That's about normal, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, investigating these houses shouldn't be anything different from what we're normally used to. I'll go ahead and get started here. I'll see if I can find any food, any tools, anything like that. Just keep an eye out. Just make sure there isn't any other sort of funny business that we just had, and watch your back in case something like that happens again. Yeah.
If a lucid climbed up to the roof, I'd be very concerned.
Not the first time.
I've
Alright,
seen
I'm
lucids
sending
do
another-
it.
Same. I've seen a sheep do that. Very high ledge. Mhm.
Yeah, so Alex is gonna kind of sit down, kind of take the weight off her bad leg, and just use the drone to monitor the house as he's going in, and provide cover, and I guess being ready to text him alerts as fast as possible, since I don't know how communicating with the team in the same area goes.
First, you can go ahead and roll notice, and then I'll have Lincoln roll burglary.
Can I not investigate to see if there's already an open window?
You sure can. Okay. You're able to keep an eye on Lincoln from the top. You can also let him know about an open window on the front side of the room or on the front side of the house. Which house are you sneaking into?
921.
There is a window open on the front of the house on the top floor at the bathroom. Lincoln, you're able to see it Alex, you're able to see it and tell him where it is. But you're also able to look through that window and see if there are any sleepers walking in or out. And the room right now is clear.
You're clear. Go.
All right, I'm going down the hook, taking it with me, and then I'm going to make my way around to get into the window into the estate.
Okay.
Don't worry, I have my own hook.
Lincoln breaks in. Because the window's already open, you don't need to roll burglary, so you're able to sneak into the house. Baxter, what are you doing? He's dead, Jim.
Sorry, 1 second.
Okay. Lillian, what are you doing?
Trying to see if there's any open windows on the house we're at right now, because I need a few tools.
Are you at 921 with Lincoln, or are you at a different house?
921's the lower Hoadley one, right?
Yep, it's the lower Hoadley one with the bunker in the backyard.
Sorry, my brain. Everyone. We would be the one down from 921, the one with the treehouse.
Okay, so you guys are going to the treehouse, or the house with the treehouse?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to break into the house. Do you want to see if there are any open windows, or do you just want to try to break in?
I've got burglary, so I can just try to break in.
All right, give it a roll. See if you can get in.
I return.
Welcome back.
Give me a moment while I double check always. Oh, wait, no, that's for escaping. Never mind. Ah.
All right. You're not able to crack any of the doors open. And a lot of the windows that you try to pry open don't seem to be moving much. This house is a little bit obstinate to you. You can try to search for an open window, or you can let Baxter take a crack at it. Oh God.
Bax gets a very sharp look. If you make a fucking sound, I will throw you over the ledge.
Wouldn't be the first time. I do have lockpicks, so I will try and pick a door.
Okay. With a lockpick, you're able to just spring the door open. Which door are you going in?
The back door.
Okay. You spring the back door open. Go ahead and roll notice.
Both of us are just backs.
If both of you are going through the door, both of you.
Shit.
Gotcha.
Lillian,
Well, that's fine.
Lillian, you spot the light of a flashlight creeping in from under the door in the kitchen that leads into the living room. There is a lucid coming.
All right. I put a hand on Baxter's light and whisper, "Get the fuck down!" and back him up out of the light.
Flee!
We creep back out of sight of where the lucid would see us, and Lillian preps a sleep wire just in case.
Okay.
Not putting it down yet.
Lincoln, what you doing?
What am I doing? So the window I went into on the base floor, what room am I in?
You're in the living room. You just jumped
currently-
over the couch.
Okay, so I just parkoured over the couch. I'm guessing the garage is to the right.
Yes.
Okay.
The garage is to the right. However, you need to go left through the kitchen and around to the garage door that's in the kitchen.
Okay.
Unless you want to try to plow through the wall.
Just tear it. Okay, no, I'm gonna go around. I'm just gonna tiptoe my way to the corner and just peek around the corner to investigate to see if there's anything in the kitchen that might be useful.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, you can go ahead and roll notice to help him spot anybody who might be coming his way.
Just like copy and paste this particular roll because I'm going to be using it a lot.
Yep.
1.
Okay. You are not noticed. Alex, you can see that there is a sleeper coming out of the garage and heading towards Lincoln.
So I guess long distance communications in between our group is gonna be like quick text messages and stuff.
Yep.
So she's gonna quickly text sleeper garage.
Okay. Lincoln, you know that the sleeper's coming out. You can duck behind the table and let the sleeper pass, or you can try to sneak past them.
I'm gonna duck and cover.
Okay.
But what else I'm going to do while I wait for the sleeper to pass me, I'm gonna hack their phone.
Okay.
Just so I got that extra security to make it where I need to.
Okay. The sleeper stops and answers their phone, and you hear the telltale, the telltale sounds of with this free brochure, and you're able to sneak past.
All right, I'm gonna make my way over to the garage door and
Okay.
attempt to open it.
The garage door is locked.
Of course. With recollection, is there a vent that allows us to get into the garage?
Not in this house.
Not in this house. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna use my lockpick to get into the garage.
Okay. The garage door springs open, and you're able to sneak inside. And
Open
what
the
are you
door.
looking for?
I'm mainly looking for tools. Mainly maybe like a flathead, maybe a wrench, and any 5-gallon cans of gasoline that I can pick up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll resources.
Copy that. Resources is an average. No, not 21 plus 1. All right, 1.
Okay. You're able to find a toolbox. It's got most of what you're looking for. It's got a flathead, it's got a Phillips, it's got a hammer, it's got wrenches, it's got a couple of other different tools for like wire cutters and so on and so forth. So you do have these tools in this toolbox, but the toolbox is made of metal. And therefore it is a little bit on the noisy side to move around.
Can I remove the tools from the toolbox and put them into my backpack?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Lillian and Baxter. The Lucid walks into the kitchen and sweeps the flashlight across the wall, narrowly missing where you are crouched. What do you do?
Is he still facing our direction, or is he starting to turn?
He is still facing your direction. Did you shut the door or did you leave it open?
Shut the door.
Okay. So if the door is shut, he doesn't look overly suspicious. He's just checking the kitchen, moving around, sweeping the flashlight around. Roll stealth.
Got him.
Baxter. Don't fail.
I'll try not to.
Okay.
Phew.
You're both able to maintain your position of cover, and the Lucid turns and walks back through the door from the kitchen and into the living room, closing it behind him, leaving you alone in the kitchen. Where do you go next?
All right. Still hear him moving around the other side.
Yep, you can hear him walking around in the living room.
All right. Did I hear a creak when that living room to kitchen door opened?
Yes, you did.
Alrighty. I'm gonna set the sleep wire in front of it.
Okay.
And I'm going to slowly open the door. Now, at first, just a crack. So it's like he didn't close it all the way on accident. And I let it creak open as if moved a bit by a slight breeze.
Go ahead and roll provoke.
You know, considering her personality, you would think she would have that one, but she doesn't.
Do you want me to? Because I've got provoke.
Yeah, let Baxter do it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. The door creaks just loud enough that the lucid notices and starts to move over towards you. As the sleeper goes to push the door open, Team 2. Ambria, Kaede, and Aurelia are heading back out into the yard after collecting all of the keys from the manager's office. I'm assuming that everyone split a bunch of keys between them. Your focus is on the smaller RVs that would take gasoline. Kira.
Sorry.
Kira, you're still on the roof of that RV, right?
Yep.
Okay. Do you let everyone know what you've seen?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was actually about to type out the text message.
Okay, go ahead and type, and we will have the other. There we are. We will have the other three work on getting the RVs. So Ambria takes her group of keys, Kaede's got her group of keys, and Aurelia has hers. So we're going to go ahead and roll luck instead of our typical rolls. So I'm going to have everyone just /random in the rolls channel.
Okay.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, that happened. Thanks for your support.
Ouch.
Oof.
No. Okay. All right. So
Wait, why a random?
it's for luck.
Oh no.
Which Kaide has none of, which makes sense for her. So that's totally in character.
All right.
And can I just say, as she's trying to unlock these and none of the keys are working, she's getting more and more frustrated and pissed off that this isn't working.
As Kaede is attempting the keys on this particular RV, the car alarm starts going off. Brat, brat, brat. So it starts screaming, and suddenly all of the lucids turn. Kira, you see your father pause as he gets out of his car and he pulls out a flashlight and he rushes to the fence, bypassing the store entirely and moving to see what could have possibly caused this RV to start going off.
Kira has a lot of unresolved issues with her family. But thankfully she has 2 trank darts
She does.
and a crossbow.
She
Don't
does.
miss though.
There are multiple lucids. And
There
your
are,
father.
but she's going to go for she's gonna try taking down her dad, mostly because she knows what the fuck he does, and she wants that eliminated.
Okay. Kira, roll shoot.
No, I kind of want to know what he does.
Nothing good.
Makes NFTs.
Oh gosh.
No.
I
Deny.
Get out of here.
So, her dad is in charge of one of the programs that uses SatCon, and they were the ones that were going through and suppressing and handling and removing the runaways.
Ah,
Her dad is the one who did that to her brother.
What's up, Raven?
I don't recognize any of these lucids, do I?
Roll for luck one more time.
Do I have to?
You do.
It went so well last time.
You don't recognize any of these lucids. They
Okay.
look like they're probably your sister's age, but it doesn't look like any of them are your sister or her boyfriend.
Okay.
So you are
Okay.
lucky in that respect.
Okay, good.
Kira, was that fate +2 your shot?
Yeah.
Okay. So the trank dart flies out of your crossbow and it sails right past your dad's head. It brushes his cheek and he is not
Yeah.
happy. You can hear him muttering something, and suddenly you hear over the communications chatter as the Lucids start becoming more and more active. Kaede, Ambria, and Aurelia are running out of time to find an RV.
Can I move away from this RV and try another one? Because this isn't working.
Yes, you can try another one.
Okay, she's gonna try to go to a different one.
Kira's shooting off that quick text as she's moving her drone to try to see what she can scope out.
Okay, go ahead and roll notice. The Lucids are converging on the screaming RV. Kaede has already moved away from the area, so she's not in any immediate danger, but they are moving. The RV that Kaede had been at is on the far side of the lot, kind of on the very west edge. So moving further inland or inside of the yard, no one is in immediate danger, but that RV is still screaming, and they know that somebody's here. Aurelia, you are able to pop into a smaller RV. It's kind of on the borderline of being a small and a large one. As you step inside, though, you notice that this RV takes diesel.
Aurelia would curse under her breath and decide to go to another one.
Okay. Ambria steps into an RV as well. She's able to pop the door open. This RV is a little too small for our purposes, so she leaves it behind and moves on to the next. As the Lucids circle the screaming RV, they start looking around, checking underneath the vehicles for anybody who might be here. They're starting to spread out. Everybody roll stealth.
Oh shit!
Including Kira?
Including Kira.
Okay.
Kira's necessary stealth is not as high because she is up on top. Everyone else needs to avoid getting spotted.
So do I want? Oh no! Kira!
Fine.
It begins.
Look, you don't understand. I'm used to this.
It begins.
I'm used to this.
Time to explore some father issues.
Kira, you're on top of an RV.
Her hoodie, probably in the rush of texting, like the hoodie went back and she's just not noticed, or Pringles the drone is hovering nearby. Many things could happen. It's okay.
Just rolling
I
off.
just want to take this moment to point out that all the female members of Team Bad Decisions have some form of father issues.
Look, we're not talking about that right now. Well, we're about to be talking about Kira's because Cade looks up and spots Pringles hovering in the air and points and shouts, "Drone! There are kids here." The Lucids look up and notice the drone. One of the Lucids picks up a rock and hucks it at Pringles.
No!
Oh no!
Not Pringles!
Kira, roll for luck.
It looks so good so far.
The rock
Damn!
glances off of Pringles. The drone shudders a little bit, but it remains airborne. You now have the opportunity to move this drone, and I would recommend you do so quickly.
Oh no, Pringles is getting moved. Pringles is doing the air waggle and
Okay.
then a sharp turn. And what Kira is doing with Pringles is she's actually going to run Pringles away from her actual location and put Pringles into one of the trees.
Okay. Pringles moves away.
Because, yep.
What was the rest of what you were saying?
She's putting Pringles into a tree that's not her actual location, because if they're going to start following the drone, she wants them to get moved away from where the kids are, everyone else on the team, and where she is. If she has to, she'll build a different Pringles. There's a reason there's 6 versions.
Yeah, one of them got the axe.
One of them fell off a cliff.
Jeez.
Okay.
If Pringles must be left behind, Pringles will be left behind.
We will hold
Which is-
another funeral for whatever version of Pringles we're on now.
6.
72.
Jesus.
They're all named Pringles, though, so it's okay.
Okay. So, Kira, your father is moving towards Pringles, the tree that Pringles is parked in, but he stops and turns to look around.
Gonna try to crouch down a little bit.
Kaede, you find an RV, and you're able to pop the door open. But this one is unfortunately a diesel.
She curses under her breath in Spanish that she learned from Echo. And she walks out and tries to find another one.
Okay. Aurelia, you pop open another door. This is a moderately sized RV. It's decent enough, and you find that it is indeed a gasoline taking RV.
Nice.
Okay. You have located an RV. Unfortunately, you can hear the chatter from the Lucids as Cade says into whatever walkie-talkie he has. Yeah, there's kids here. Call it in. Send it here.
Fuck.
What's it?
You know what it
What do
is.
you think?
Aurelia would probably send a quick message, so let me quickly.
I'm just waiting for the sound effect to pop up.
I'm waiting for things to happen.
And as you're sitting in on top of your perch on the RV, and as the other three are converging on the RV that Aurelia had found, you hear the sounds of the instrument.
Oh God.
And you can feel that something is coming.
Does Kira have the knowledge that this time this is hers?
You can feel eyes on you, Kira. Team 1.
Ah,
Can I text the other team real quick and tell them bad things are happening?
Yes, you can.
Oh, thanks, Suma.
It is going bad.
I like them. Well, it wasn't Lillian.
Well, it wasn't Lillian.
To be fair, too, the bad decisions would go to everyone. So Bax, Dex, and Lincoln have probably heard Kira talk about her dad a few times.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay. So, to those who can't see what this group of text messages contains, Kira says it wasn't Lillian. Aurelia says shit is going bad over here. Baxter says so another usual night. Got it. Lincoln says welcome to bad decisions with the bad decisions emoji. Kaede says really bad. Lillian says stay safe if you need we can send backup. And so on and so forth. For the next stream, I am going to hook up the group chat channel so that it streams into the stream.
And
So
probably
that everyone
rules
can see
too
it.
to let people see the bad luck of our rules.
Yes, because they are indeed bad luck. Bad luck comes with bad decisions. All right.
Like the 34 I rolled.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So, Alex and Lincoln. Lincoln, you have pilfered tools from this garage. Are you looking for anything else?
I want to see if there's any like chorus canisters or any technical stuff that we might be able to use to maybe jury rig a noise canceller.
Okay, go ahead and roll resources.
Can I roll investigate?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
I'm keeping an eye out with my drone, make sure he doesn't have anything pop up on him unexpectedly.
All right, go
3.
ahead and roll notice with your bonus.
Just have it copy pasted because that's mostly what I'm doing. I
Eyes in the
don't mind
sky.
her playing the. She is a
Good
support person, so
shit.
that fits with her.
Okay.
Good rolls.
The sleeper that had been wandering towards him has gone upstairs. There is another sleeper, but they are also upstairs in the bedroom, kind of leaning over the bed, doing who knows what. So currently he is clear. Lincoln, you are able to find 1 canister of electrical supplies.
I'm gonna grab that,
Okay.
and then I am going to start slowly making my way out of the garage and over to the stairway.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Three.
Awesome. You make no sound. You are a phantom as you move through this house. Lillian and Baxter, what are you up to?
We were waiting to see if that Lucid got knocked out.
Okay. Where are you guys in the kitchen? Are you hiding like in the little pantry area? Are you kind of in the stairwell? Where are you at?
Lillian want to move back to the pantry area. Baxter is the one provoking.
Okay.
Yeah. So Baxter is, I guess, on the kitchen top.
So Baxter's sitting on the counter.
Yep.
Okay. So as the door slides open, the lucid steps in and drops.
Good night.
Unfortunately, there's a lucid behind him as a second man walks into the room.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck.
Baxter, this man is going to see you in a minute unless you move. What do you do?
Go behind the counter.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Oh my god.
You fall off of the counter. As you back up, you don't notice how close you are to the edge, and you slip and you hit the ground. You're not hurt. It smarts, but it's more out of embarrassment than anything else. The lucid flashes his flashlight around and shouts, "Who's there?" and mutters into his communicator or walkie-talkie or whatever he has, "I think we've got some." And he moves to step around the counter. What do you do?
Can I put down my trapwire
You can.
or tripwire?
You may.
He's the only one left.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down.
Okay. You drop the tripwire, and as the lucid rounds the counter and goes to grab you, he hits the ground. Out.
Thank God.
You hear, however, the distant twanging of strings as the song is being played. It's not full alert, but they know you're here.
I take a chance as we hide the Lucid's body to take a peek at their phones to see what things are going on the other side.
Nothing good.
Ah.
Send false text messages.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Lillian.
So you're digging through this lucid's phone.
Yeah.
The phone that you pick up is the property of a fairly young lucid. He looks like he is maybe an older teenager. He's got some text messages back and forth with another girl. And they seem to be talking about, we need to catch these goddamn kids. A lot of the text messages on the lucid's phones seem to be in that vein. The name that this particular lucid had been texting is Tasha.
Am I able to figure out this Lucid's name that the phone I'm holding?
There doesn't seem to be the lucid's name in question. He doesn't really keep his phone named after himself. If you scroll far enough back through these text messages from Tasha, you might spot the name Adam.
Mm.
You don't recognize this particular lucid, though.
All right. we hide him, and let's see.
What about?
Possibly-
Can we check the second one as well?
Yeah.
Their phones.
Go for it.
I hand it to Baxter since he actually knows how to use some tech stuff, unlike Lillian, and he probably can send better false info.
Okay.
What having a provoke skill and all.
Yeah.
So I hide him, and then Lillian is going to search the house, starting with checking the garage for some tools, but also coolers so that we can store some cold stuff, and then trying maybe stealing a few pillowcases to grab canned food.
All right. Go ahead and roll either investigate or resources, whichever is higher.
They are the same. Two.
Okay. You're able to find a cooler. The cooler's empty and it smells a little musty, so it's probably going to need washed, but it is a cooler. It's pretty good sized. What else are you looking for in here?
Right now she in the garage she's just doing that. Maybe a few tools and a tube.
Okay. A tube like a rubber tube to siphon gas with.
Yeah, it's dawned on her just in case she wants to do it because that's less noisy. But she can also do the other thing where she literally just tears apart the gas tank and lets it leak out.
Okay. Roll for luck for me. There is indeed a rubber tube in here. It looks like it was going to be used as a vacuum hose or something. But you're able to use it for your own purposes. So you do find a tube.
All right. She grabs that, and for further searching the house, would it just be several more rolls, or is it all wrapped up into the one?
You can wrap it into one.
All right. Because from there, she's only looking for food and checking the closets for any supplies or anything interesting that could pop up.
There are, in one of the closets, you're able to find a couple of cans of food. It looks like they've got them stored away for a rainy day. You're not able to find a whole lot else in this house. It looks like it's pretty bare. But this is the house of Waka, so it's not inhabited as heavily as it had once been.
So they're probably using it as storage.
Mm-hmm. Baxter, what you up to?
Fiddling with the phone, sending text messages.
So you're just prank texting people.
Yep.
All right, Baxter, go ahead and roll provoke. Okay. As you send these messages, some of the sleeper groups outside seem to move off towards West Hoadley instead of where you're at. It seems that they are moving elsewhere to look for you. So you're able to successfully provoke them into finding or looking for you somewhere else.
Score.
Okay. Lincoln, what you doing?
I'm gonna make my way upstairs. I'm gonna see if I can find a set of headphones.
Okay. In this is even difficult to locate. In the kid's bedroom upstairs, you're able to find a pair of headphones on the desk.
Okay, I'm gonna snag those headphones and I'm gonna open up the window and I'm gonna make my way up to the roof.
Just so you know, you are stealing headphones from Gwen.
Sorry, not sorry. This is an emergency.
Okay.
What's the worst gonna happen?
All right. So you snatch the headphones from Gwen's bedroom and you sneak out the window.
Okay, but actual question: does Lincoln actively know this is Gwen's bedroom?
Roll lore.
So that answer's probably going to be no.
You do. You do know that
I'm
this is
only-
Gwen's house. You can pay her
I'll
back
just
later.
Before we leave, I'll make a note to give her the remainder of snacks that I have.
Okay.
Which are
Just leave a note that says sorry, not sorry.
Maybe just say sorry.
Maybe just say sorry. You know what? Actually, that's a good idea. Is there a notepad and pen somewhere?
There is on the desk.
I'm just gonna leave a note to Gwen saying sorry, it's for an emergency,
Okay.
and sign my name,
Alrighty.
LRG, and then I'm out.
Alex, roll notice. Okay. Out of the corner of your drone screen, you spot the red door in the middle of the street pop open as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 lucids start exiting that door.
She's gonna take her phone, text him, 10 lucids, stay away from the street.
The lucids gather around the door, they mutter amongst themselves, and they begin to separate, each of them heading towards a different house. There are 3 heading towards 919.
Is that where I am?
No, you're on 921.
Okay.
There's 1 lucid heading towards you. They have not noticed you yet. But the lucid walks in the front door.
Okay, so is my partner back up on the roof?
Lincoln, where you at?
I'm coming back up on top of the roof.
Okay.
So as soon as she sees them, she's gonna like put the finger over her lips to indicate to be quiet, and then point to the lucids that are spreading out. Hold up one finger and then point at the house they're on top of.
Lillian and Baxter, do you notice that you've got a text message? Or are you busy playing with the lucid's phone?
Lillian would notice. She's like, shit. Bax.
What? What?
A shit ton of lucids just poured out. Let's head up to the second floor and get out of here, right?
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Let's.
The front
Scram.
door of 919 opens.
Walking casually, moving quickly.
Lillian and Baxter retreat up the stairs to the second floor, and you can hear from the stairwell 3 lucids talking amongst themselves. Where did you hide the bodies?
Upstairs closet.
Okay. Both of them are hidden?
Yes.
Okay. You can hear them speaking in the kitchen as one says, "This is where we last heard from them. I don't know where they are now." And you hear a woman say, "Well, we need to find them immediately." A third one grunts in assent, and they split up within the house. One goes back into the living room, and you hear 2 of them slowly going up the stairs.
Out the window.
Baxter and Lillian, roll for stealth.
Ooh, this is gonna be bad if I botch.
Don't botch.
Oh, thank
Also,
God.
Lillian, you rolled in the group chat.
Whoopsie.
Okay. You're able to sneak up the stairs and away from the lucids, and you slip out a window. As both of you wait for the lucids to pass, roll for luck. Actually, all 4 of you roll for luck.
Oh dear.
For funsies.
Ugh.
Is that good?
Higher is better.
Okay.
Jesus, Lincoln, you almost rolled a Hail Satan.
Please no, Mama. Please no. I don't want to go to church.
Fortunately, Mother is not here. All right. Just for fun. Team 2, go ahead and roll for luck.
Did I choose not to?
It is mandatory.
Nam, I love you,
Oh.
but I hate you.
Ha! 925.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Assuming.
We're not talking about this. Everyone knows that I can roll pretty low.
Suma.
At least nobody's rolled a 0 yet.
You have to roll.
Oh.
Oh no.
All right. So we're gonna come up on the end of this scene, and we're gonna take a quick 10-minute break.
Okay. Hey, I need to talk to you for a second.
Okay, give me one moment.
Huh?
So, Team 1. Let me see who rolled. Lincoln,
Yes.
your phone buzzes.
Bzz, bzz.
A picture pops
As my
up.
phone. As my phone goes off, actually, in real life.
A
That
picture
scares
of
me.
yourself scrolls up with very familiar words. I know what you did. You're being watched by a stalker.
Let's go.
Murder.
This is it. This is the end of the story. 2 kids going down in that.
And finally, everyone, all at once, hears.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck. That's not good.
Banned. Illegal.
Nope.
That's illegal.
And
10
now
minute
we
10 minute
pause for
penalty.
10 minutes. We will be back in 10, folks.
Woohoo!
And we're back. Everybody back?
Yep.
Aye, Commandante.
Okay.
Yep.
Lincoln?
Sorry, I was arguing with my cat.
Yes.
Don't argue with your cats. They're masters of rhetoric.
Well, he wants to eat, but he's hungry like every 8 hours. So if we feed him, and we're only trying to feed him twice a day. But if we feed him now, he'll be hungry again at midnight. So I gave him some wet, dry food because he's still a baby, and the hard food hurts his teeth. So I weighted him down some dry cat food. And I set it down in front of him, and I set it down. He smelled it and stuck his nose up and walked away.
Wow.
So, okay. So he's probably going to be in here whining, and I apologize.
All right. Mhm.
I'm to commence panic.
Commence to panicking. Is everybody back?
I think so.
Present. Maybe go down the line just in case.
Yeah, let's do a sound off. Alex,
Yeah.
Baxter,
Here.
Akaede,
I'm here.
Kira.
Yep.
Lillian,
Here.
Lincoln,
Zestra.
Aurelia.
Yep.
Okay, we're all here.
Your stream has stopped, by the way.
How's it?
Yeah, when you change channels.
Oh shit. Oh, the Discord stream. I thought you meant. Okay, hold on.
Screen
Sorry.
shares and stuff.
My bad. Okay. Let me set something up real quick. I'm gonna stream the roles channel into OBS. Might just do this later
Can you
though.
do that?
You can.
Hi, Sammy.
Thank you, Sammy.
I bugged her to come.
You bugged her?
Yeah, I bugged her.
Yeah, I've tried to bug Echo, but I think Echo's busy.
It helps I know Sammy in real life, so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's really cool that you can do that. You can always put like the text chat at the bottom too.
Oh, we gotta look to see what it looks like whenever you roll a fate dice in it.
I'll do it.
Go ahead and roll fate just to see what happens.
I'll do it. Why are all my channels messed up?
I think I got that bad roll out the way.
Oh, I can't see the.
Right?
I can't see the
Oh.
dice.
Yeah.
I'll mess with it later. Okay.
You can still see the roll. Oh.
I have to configure it a little bit more. But anyway, okay, let's get back to it.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. All right, kids.
Wow.
You've heard the sound. Who closes their eyes?
Alex does.
Kira does.
Friday does.
Not me. I'm going after that soccer.
Oh my god.
Lillian signs the cross, then closes her eyes.
Okay. This is what those who are closing their eyes will see.
You really just deflect. Ooh.
Motherfucker.
Misguided children.
Do we just immediately know who it is?
You're pretty sure.
Process of elimination,
Okay.
there's one.
Kira reopens her eyes unless there's more. Oh no.
Did you truly
Oh,
think?
Oh no. Why isn't the stream working? There we go. We would allow you.
The messages go silent and away, and you are able to open your eyes again.
Kaye speaks up and she's like, "It's cute you think you have rain here anymore."
Does anybody else have some choice words?
Alex is gonna return to keep an eye on the Lucids and their positioning with her drone and go, I would have thought you'd be glad to be rid of us.
Anyone else?
Kira's gonna let out a breath and then just be like, none of this had to happen. You know that. But now we're going to leave.
Lillian says, "Goodbye, Cacophony. I leave you here to rot by yourself."
Ah.
She closes her eyes again.
Yep. Kaye closes her eyes again. Hmm. We shall see.
I'm guessing the Lucid parties you're doing then.
Shit.
Hold on a second. I have a question for the way this is working. We
Okay.
are in 2 different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Are all of us having a conversation with the same watchers?
Yes, you are.
Oh no. Kira's gonna pause and be like, eyes. Oh no. Where are the rest of your eyes?
You don't receive an answer immediately.
Kira's gonna hold up her finger. Okay. What was the I know. She's gonna be like, I wonder, and just kind of muttering at her breath, I wonder if Grandma's still around. Can Kira attempt Old Tongue?
Alone?
It's the Wake-up phrase, which, yes, has danger, but right now, if there's a large amount of watchers present, she's kind of weighing that as a worthy risk.
Okay, she can. She shouldn't, but she can.
This is Kira.
I know. All
Please
right.
don't die.
Before Kira attempts her old tongue, Lincoln, you're going for a stalker, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll notice for me to see if you can find them. Notice or investigation.
Well, you know which one I'm gonna take.
Go ahead and roll it.
The one. All right. That's a 4.
You spot them as they slip over the back of the fence behind 921 near the red door. If
Nope,
you
I'm
move
booking it.
very quickly, you might be able to catch them.
I'm sprinting. I'm taking the
Naturally.
page out of Ambria's book. I'm not letting that fucker get away. No.
Okay. Roll athletics.
Okay. 1.
Okay. You catch the stalker. You close in on them, and you are right behind him. What do you do?
Stab him with the trank dart.
Okay. Go ahead and roll fight.
Okay.
Stab him, kick his ass. Yee.
3.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. You snatch the stalker and poke him with the trank dart, and he freezes and sort of goes limp. He's not out, but he is down. The stalker.
Sorry,
go ahead. Nope, go ahead.
I was just gonna make sure I was able to just pin him and keep him in a locked place for now. Even if he's not fully out, like I'm not letting him out of my sight.
Okay. Do you tie this stalker down?
For now, yes.
Okay. You're able to restrain the stalker. This stalker isn't one that you recognize. He's wearing all black, wearing a black bandana. He's got kind of fair skin, a very short cropped hair. Doesn't look to be super familiar to you. He looks like he hasn't been doing this long.
You messed up some poor new kids tonight.
Poor guy. First
Does he have
mission,
a
and he
phone
gets
on him?
caught in 5 minutes.
Sounds familiar.
I feel that.
Sounds familiar. Does he have a phone on him that I can visibly see?
You can see a phone protruding out of his back pocket.
I'm gonna snag that phone and I'm gonna pat him on the head while I go away.
Okay. As you are leaving, every single one of you feels dread slide down your spine, and you freeze in place.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Who is it?
What's happening?
Children.
Oh.
I'm so confused.
Listen well. The failure of our crowning is not the end of all. You will know our mercy in the song.
That's
I hate that.
Talking?
Cacophony itself at long last.
The voice fades, and silence returns.
Lillian growls. Is you. And her hand might be trembling a bit in sheer rage. If you take any of them, I will tear your instrument apart string by string. If you kill me, my soul will rip your song apart note by note.
Does anybody else have any words for Speak as One before we move on to the next scene?
Fuck you.
Eloquently
Just-
put.
just right there.
There it is.
Baxter captures the spirit of it.
Alex is not going to say anything. No one's on the roof with her to see it, but she's kind of still, I guess, the post-traumatic stress of the last time she encountered SAO nearly dying. So she's kind of sit up there by herself trying to keep herself calm and focus on what they're doing to make sure everyone gets out alive.
Okay. Scene 2. Oh, go ahead, Kira.
I was gonna say, Kira, Kira's gonna basically kind of, she's not quite a desperate look, but she's like, "Did you finish what you were doing to the other voices?"
Don't fucking say that.
There is no response.
I mean, that's normal for her. She's used to that.
Okay. Team 2. How you doing?
Huh.
The Lucids are still kind of looking over at the tree where Kira's drone is sort of hanging out, except for Cade. He is sort of turning, but he hasn't spotted you yet. He is stalking slowly back towards the RV that you are perched atop. Meanwhile, Ambria, Kaede, and Aurelia have found the RV that Aurelia was able to pop open, have found that it requires gas, and have found the key to the ignition. Unfortunately, they have also found that this vehicle does not have any gas in it. It appears that they do not keep gas in these cars probably for exactly the reason of preventing theft. There is one more thing that you must do in order to get out of here with this RV, and that is to find some gas.
Did Kaede? Everyone got those messages from Speak as One, right?
Yep, everyone did.
So Kaede is just kind of like frozen in place at the moment. Like she's trying to like get her head back into like what she needs to do, but she's just kind of frozen and like just kind of out of it. She's just kind of like zoned out.
Okay. Aurelia, how you doing?
I'm cursing again because, well, no gas. First off, car found. Secondly, too many people around. Thirdly, no gas to kind of get out of the spot to get the others.
You know that there is probably some gasoline either inside the camp store or in the maintenance shed that's in the very back of the lot. You could try either one. It's going to be risky to check them both, though. Ambria lays a hand on Kaede's shoulder. Hey, it's okay. We got it. They're just trying to scare us.
She kind of nods and like lets out a breath. And she's like, "Let's just get the fuck out of here, please."
Agreed. We gotta find some gas, so what do you guys want to do? We don't have a lot of time.
I think we're better off checking the maintenance shed.
Okay.
I don't
As
know.
the-
What do you think, Sky?
We just should go look somewhere for gas.
Alright. Well, let's try the shed
Anywhere?
then. This way. So as you make your way towards the maintenance shed, Cade's flashlight spills over into the pathway that you would have to cross to get over there as he stalks towards the RV where Kira is currently sitting.
Fuck. You guys go. I'll distract him. It's fine. I can do it.
You sure?
Yeah, I got this. Don't
Okay.
worry about me.
As Ambria and Aurelia make their way towards the maintenance shed, and Kaede moves to start her distraction, the back of one of the larger RVs pops open. The door swings wide and spills red-orange light. and you know that somebody has arrived. Or rather, something.
Are there any rocks around here?
There are.
How big are these rocks?
This lot is mostly gravel. There are some paved areas, but it's largely just gravel. So the largest of the rocks that you'll find are like nickel-sized pebbles.
Okay, I want to pick up at least a handful of them and throw them at Kira's dad.
Go ahead and roll shoot.
Okay, that's a +1.
They don't hit Kate, but they do clatter loudly against the ground, against some of the pavement, and against the side of several of the RVs. And he stops to turn and look at what exactly that noise had been. He's facing away from Kira now and away from the maintenance shed. So
Okay.
Ambria and Aurelia are able to sneak over to the shed.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up some more and throw it again at like the next RV. I'm just gonna keep chunking the gravel at RVs to try to get him away from Kira and away from Aurelia and Ambria.
Okay. Kira, what you doing?
Other than the thing I DM'd you.
Other than that.
It's risky.
Okay.
But she's going to see if she can get grandmother to respond to a call.
Okay. Make your case.
While doing the old tongue?
While doing the old tongue, and I will have you roll for this.
Oh, gosh.
What do you do?
She takes a deep breath. She knows the old tongue well, but usually it's performed in concert with Ambria or someone else. But need sometimes necessitates exceptional risk. She's making a plea to grandmother because they're trying to get their own escape and they're trying to be able to survive. And to do that, they have to get out and they need the shape gone. If grandmother has any pull still in the song, if she could do one last favor for them as they get away.
Okay. So the first thing that you're going to roll is will.
Okay.
Hope you're good in that.
No, I'm not.
Grandmother,
I'm
throw,
lore.
Grandma, throw a chunkla at him.
So that's just pure fate?
If you have no score in will, then yep, it's just straight fate.
Damn.
Well, damn. All right. Now roll for lore. To those at home, Kira rolled a 3 on her will and a 2 on her fate on her lore rolls. Okay, you're able to start conducting the old tongue by yourself. You are doing this alone, and old tongue alone is not kind to your body. On your character sheet, Kira, take the exhaustion minor consequence.
Okay. Consequence. You said minor? So mild?
Yep, mild, and check the box beside it.
Okay.
Okay. You are able to conduct the old tongue. And at first, nothing happens. The shape is getting closer and closer. You can hear him stomp, stomp, stomping around you. He hasn't spotted you, but he knows you're in the area. He can hear your disharmony with the song. Ambria and Aurelia reach the maintenance shed. And how do we get inside, Aurelia? Are we going to pop this door open, or are we going to kick this door open?
With no lockpicks, probably kicking.
Okay. We can try to break in, with burglary if either one of us have that option. Do you want to try to pop the door open with burglary?
Sure.
Okay, roll it.
I will not say anything anymore.
Okay. Neither one of us is able to break open the door without having to kick it, so it looks like it's time to kick the door in. Kira and Kaede, you hear a resounding crash from the maintenance shed as the door is kicked straight open. All of the Lucids turn, hearing this commotion, and you see the flood of flashlights whip
Fuck.
around towards the maintenance shed.
I jump on Cade's back.
Kira is in the middle of doing Old Tongue and has to finish that, unfortunately, I think.
Everyone roll for luck.
Oh man.
Everyone on that team or everyone?
Everyone.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ooh,
Down.
Baxter.
Oh no.
I'm just perched on a rooftop.
You just fall off the rooftop. Just see it happen.
Now, if somebody scares me off the rooftop, that might happen.
Yeah.
Ambria, Kira, Kaede, and Aurelia.
Not again.
I'm fairly sure that Kira's eyes are already closed because she's doing the Old Tongue.
You feel the presence of the shape fade.
Everyone gets one.
Thank you.
Okay. Inside the maintenance shed, Ambria and Aurelia are able to find a canister of gas. It is mostly full. They grab the gas can and they rush out of the maintenance shed. Time is now of the essence. These Lucids are coming. Kira and Kaede, what are you doing?
Trying to cause a distraction so the Lucids come towards me and not them.
Go ahead and roll provoke.
I think I have that. I do. Cool. Three?
All right. Another clattering sound, and the Lucids' attentions shift as they hear Kaede make noise and they move in her direction.
Yeah. I can also scream at them if that helps too.
I mean, you're good. Aurelia. Carrying the gas can?
Mhm.
Okay. Run back to the RV. Kira.
So, probably exhausted as fuck now, but it was worth it. She's looking at the current breakdown for what they've got with who else is around. Is there a sleep or not a sleeper? Is there another lucid nearby enough that she could try to make another attempt to lure them away with maybe making Pringles the drone come back?
Yes, also your father, who seems to be getting closer and closer to your RV perch.
So Kira's going to take Pringles the drone and have Pringle's drone dip out of the tree that she had it hover over and try to kind of do the equivalent of dive and try to hit Kate, hit her dad on the way of it continuing out and fly it as far as its range is.
Okay. Let's see. 2 things.
Yeah.
By droning.
She doesn't get too attached. That's why they're all called Pringles.
Let's go ahead and roll crafts for your drone.
Okay.
And then roll luck. Okay. As the drone moves past, it whacks Cade in the shoulder. He whips around and knocks it down, and it hits the ground. It is, however, still intact, but you're going to need to reset it.
Oh no, she's got to get to it to reset it.
She sure does.
How close am I to the drone?
You're a couple of rows off from the drone. You could get to it if you rushed, but you would make some noise in doing that.
How many of them are around me right now?
There are 10 different Lucids around you, and Cade, so that makes 11.
Shit. Jesus Christ. So is Kira like in the clear to go get her drone, or do I need to make more noise?
You might need to make more noise. There are 2 or 3 Lucids that are on that side. Cade is standing right next to the drone, and the rest of the Lucids are sort of flanking him.
Hold on. If all of the Lucids are flanking, and they're all at that goddamn drone, can Kara just make it blare its speakers so that they all stay there for a moment?
She could.
Can Kara try to make the drone play the God Rock?
She could try, yes.
Look. This is one of those things that Kara had been ranting about for months. She's gonna try it.
Okay, roll provoke.
She's very tiny, untrained.
Oof.
As you try to trigger the God Rock transmission, the speaker falls out of your drone.
She's probably had to stand up a little bit, and she's just kind of looking at her arm controller, looking at the drone, arm controller drone. Oh no, shoot balls. That's not...
Cade kneels down to reach for the drone.
Are there bottles around here? Or like cans?
There are oil drums nearby, but there's no like garbage or anything. There's no bottles or like soda cans or anything.
Well, time to be a drumline.
Is there like any like spray cans or anything?
Not out here. There are in the maintenance shed.
Damn it. Okay.
Aurelia, what you doing?
Probably just moving over to the car while all of this is going down. Like, yeah, I don't have much to throw at people.
Okay. Aurelia, I assume, tries to gas up the car? Or gas up the RV? Okay. As you gas up the vehicle...
If it means running over some people, it might happen.
Right now, everyone seems to be preoccupied with the quickly falling apart drone. So you don't run into any obstructions on your way back to the RV. You're able to refuel it pretty quickly. You see that this can of gas has given you 3/4 of a tank. So this should at the very least get you back to the boxcar or near it. With the vehicle fueled up, now you're going to have to figure out how to get it out of here. There is a gate in the fence, but it is chained closed. Ambria.
Are the Lucid... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Ambria shoots the local group a message that simply says, "Let's just drive through it."
Are the lucids around the RV that we need to take?
No, they're closer to the RV that
Okay.
Kira's sitting on.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Kara's gonna pop off a quick local message and just be like, I'll meet you guys back. I'm gonna go over the other fence side and draw them off.
Okay.
I'm gonna text back like, no, you go, I'll draw them off. It's fine. I'm already down here. Plus, I have a plan.
Okay.
So does Kira.
Oh God.
She's uncoordinated. That's her plan.
Oh no.
No, it's fine.
Ambria waves Aurelia onto the RV, and hesitantly jumps into the driver's seat. What could go wrong?
Maybe we
Yes.
cause enough distraction ourselves so that the others can escape without having to cause distractions, because we will be the distraction.
In a minute, yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. Ambria straps in. She turns to Aurelia and says, buckle up.
Aurelia would just buckle up and just wait for shit to go south even further.
Ambria turns over the ignition. All the lucids turn. Team 1. What you up to?
Mischief.
Make my way back up
Hell.
to Alex on
Mischief.
top of the roof.
Lillian's eyeing the cars to see which one's less, full of lucids and sleepers so that she can do the sneaky sneak, the steely steal.
Alex, roll notice.
See.
Okay. The red door in the middle of the street opens. One lucid steps out. A lucid that you recognize as your mother,
Freezes.
followed immediately by the door closing and popping open again as red and orange light spills out.
She shoots off a text to everyone. The shape is here.
Lincoln, you can feel it coming for you.
That's so. Well, good seeing you. Time to go.
You've-
And it's time for me to parkour across the roofs.
Okay. Lillian and Baxter, what you up to?
Lillian was looking for cars to siphon the gas out of.
Okay. Go ahead and roll either investigate or resources.
That's unfortunate.
It's hard to tell which of these cars actually has gas in it. The one car you do try, the gas cover is not popping open. It looks like it's one of those cars where you have to open it from inside of the car and the car is locked.
All right. She takes the gas can with her. And imagine I was able to get a screwdriver from inside.
Yep.
All right. She crawls under the car.
Okay.
And she's going to find the pipe or I guess it's more of a tube that connects to the gas tank. And she's going to use the screwdriver to pry it off with the gas tank immediately under the gas tank.
Okay.
You are terrifying.
Baxter, what you up to?
Looking for supplies inside. No, not inside. Just around the area.
Okay. Or are you looking anywhere in particular?
No, nowhere in particular.
Okay. Roll for resources.
So wait, someone who was on the roof with me is now no longer on the roof with me?
Lincoln bailed.
Okay.
I had to.
He did a flying leap after a stalker.
And then I came back up, and then I felt the feeling of existential dread, and then I had to go because something was after me.
Baxter, you're not really sure where to start. All of these houses probably have supplies in them, but I mean, you can't really see from outside what they might have. You could probably go in any given house and just start raiding their pantries for canned food.
Okay. Baxter will do that then.
The Lucid, who is my mother, where is she going?
She's patrolling the street. She's heading towards the Hoadley sign. Her flashlight is out. She's looking around. There are 2 other Lucids that have joined up with her. She is unaware of you at this time.
Good. So, I'm gonna just kind of use my drone to continue scouting around, I guess. Trying to make sure it doesn't get noticed by anybody.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have everyone roll stealth one more time. Everyone with team 1, that is.
Oh,
Uh-oh. So,
It's a 3 for me.
Lillian good, Lincoln good. Baxter, how you doing?
Good.
Okay. Alex, as your drone moves along the street, keep an eye on things. Part of the drone's propellers accidentally passes beneath a street light, and 2 Lucids look up and spot it. You see them point towards it and mutter amongst themselves. You hear strings in the distance as they report back.
I'm gonna quickly try to fly it out of sight and keep it nice and high in the air.
Okay. The Lucids can't quite tell where it's gone, but they are more alert now. They are heading back in your direction. Lillian, which car are you defacing?
The one that's closest to me, and she just crawls under it, so she's hopefully less noticeable.
So, a car in like the driveway of 919.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, but you know.
Okay. Lillian, you remain concealed where you're at. You see boots pass as Lucids walk past you. Baxter, you are able to hide behind the bushes as the Lucids patrol past. Lincoln, you're staying ahead of the shape, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Roll athletics for me.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, why did I say that? Everything's gonna go to shit now.
You
uh,
miss a building.
You feel what feels like heat and energy behind you as the towering figure slowly catches up to you. He's right on you. If he breathes, he is breathing down your neck.
fuck, shit, fuck.
I see him in trouble.
Yes, you
I
can.
have an energy bar though, don't I?
You do have an energy bar.
I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some zoomies going.
You can roll another athletics and you can take a +2 with your energy bar active. So you add that to your existing score, so that gives you a +3.
Perfect. 3.
Okay. You pull ahead of the shape as you run. Where are you running?
Let's see. I was on the roof 921. I bailed to the right. I'm heading over towards Hoadley's Leap, and I'm gonna take the curve around to get to 918. I think it is.
Okay. All right. As you dip into the shadows, you lose the shape. He has lost track of you. You're able to sneak behind 918 without being spotted. However, go ahead and roll stealth to see how quietly you did this.
Perfect. Three.
3. You did not attract the attention of any Lucids. You managed to avoid them completely as you slipped away, and you've successfully melted into the shadows, and the shape doesn't know where you are, and so he has resumed his patrol up and down East Hoadley Street between the Hoadley sign and the door, the red door in the middle of the street.
Perfect. Isn't there usually a chorus case in the backyard of this house?
There is indeed. There is a supply box in the backyard of 918. You want to pop it open?
I'm gonna crack it open. I'm gonna take what's inside.
Okay. There is a bandage and a trank dart.
I'll take them.
Okay. Add them to your supplies.
Perfect. 2 bandages and 1 trank dart.
All right. Baxter, what you up to? He's dead.
Yes, I'm dead.
Is that it? You're just dead.
I'm trying to think of what I want Baxter to do.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Lillian, you're able to take apart the underside of the car. You are a mess, though. You have oil everywhere. You're covered in soot, and you reek of gasoline. Your stealth checks are going to be more difficult now because you smell like a gas tank.
Fair enough, but I got the gas.
You got the gas. You were able to drain out half of a tank of gas into the canister that you've got, and now you can head out from this area.
I take it and I just kind of heat over and 1 second while she looks around. Can I see anyone else from my shitty vantage point?
You can kind of see where Alex is sitting on top of the roof because you know she's up there. Baxter, where are you?
Baxter was like by the car that Lillian's working on.
Okay. You can see Baxter. Lincoln has vanished. He is somewhere. He is behind 918, but you're not able to see him.
All right. She's going to sneak back to the car just so that she doesn't have to carry the gas around.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth. Take a -1 from what you usually get. Okay. You're able to sneak back over to the car without any issues. You're able to stash the gas in the trunk, I'm assuming.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Lincoln, you can feel that the shape is moving in your direction again.
Okay. Okay, Jimmy Neutron time. Think. Okay. I'm gonna go up on the roof.
918?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so I'm on the roof. I'm gonna check my text messages, and I'm seeing that Lillian's making it back to the car. I have tools. I can only wager that someone else went to go get supplies. I'm looking around to just see how. I'm gonna just take a risk. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna see how close the shape is.
He's coming around with so if you're facing the on top of the roof, if you're facing the street, the shape is on the left side of the house, walking around towards the backyard.
Okay. I'm going to very quietly crouch over and make my way. Remind me again, 918 also has a rocket stop, right?
It does.
What can I get from there?
Usual.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna bleed it dry. I'm gonna see what time I can kill with this before he actually gets here and pick up as many supplies from that as possible.
Okay, roll for luck.
Fuck. 892.
Okay. The rockets go up. You get the text messages. Be careful out there. There's a lot of chatter, and it's not looking good, is the message you get back from Gwen. The supplies and their little parachutes come down. You're able to grab them as the shape hops up onto the roof. He spots you.
Okay.
Where are you
I'm
going?
not gonna move just yet. I'm gonna wait for him to get closer.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pop a tripwire.
As the shape approaches you, he hits the tripwire and falls face first as he is want to do.
And I am gone. I'm going for the El Camino.
Okay, roll athletics.
Do I still have the effects of the energy bar with me?
You have it for one more roll, yes.
Okay. 2.
Okay,
On
you
the
get
way
off
back-
of the roof, and you bolt for the car. Lillian?
Are there any sleepers or lucids in the way on the path to the car?
There is a steadily growing number of lucids as you notice that more and more of them are stepping out of the red doors. One pops out of the lone animal control truck. 2 more come out of the red door nearest to the West Hoadley houses. They are steadily increasing their presence.
All right. Gonna try to clear them out. I'm gonna throw a noisemaker to clear them out of the way so everyone has an easier time.
Okay.
And if they start to get too close, Lillian will consider throwing her shirt into a opposite bush because it also probably more heavily smells like gas. So someone's following her that way.
Okay. Baxter, what you up to? He's dead.
How many lucids were coming my way, by the way?
There are
Was it-
4 lucids in your area. There were originally 3. Another lucid has joined their patrol.
And that includes my mom with them.
Correct. Your mom is at the head of that small group.
So Alex, not very great at running. So she's gonna try to scoot herself a little bit back on the roof so she isn't really readily apparent, and give her some space for in case they do start climbing up, she might be able to run.
Okay. Baxter says, one sec. Baxter went to explore one of the closest houses. So either Baxter is still in 919 or he went across the street in 918. You guys know that the Lucid and Sleeper Patrol in this area is getting steadily higher. Their numbers are increasing very quickly. They know that you're here. The shape is out. Your time is running out.
So I think I'm still on 921's roof, right? So I'm fairly
Yes.
close. Yes, I'd make sure not to get too far away. She's gonna try to get down from the roof and do it stealthily.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Almost rolled on the wrong channel.
Okay. You are able to very quietly move down the back of the roof and climb down off of the roof and back onto the ground. Is everyone heading for the car except for Baxter? Lillian's already there. I know
Yeah.
Lincoln, you're bolting for the car. Alex, you're heading for the car as well?
I'm gonna try to get my drone back to me first.
Okay.
And Baxter's making to the car too.
Okay. As Team 2 makes for the car,
Team 2 or Team 1?
sorry, Team 1. All right. As sorry, one sec. Okay. As Team 2 makes their way towards the car,
This shit again.
Raid this shit again.
We should go for the rest.
Nope.
Everything is not fine.
Each of you finds that you are not able to open your eyes again.
Oh, fuck.
If I feel around me, do I still feel bushes and stuff else near, or
You do not. You feel a wall.
Fucking Satcon.
Team 1.
Oh,
Hey, Baxter gets to go to SatCon for once.
Hooray!
Your first
We-
time in SatCon.
we were Team 1?
Or Team 2, sorry. Oops. Team 2. Ambria and Aurelia in the RV, fire it up, turn over the engine, kick it into drive, and lurch forward as Ambria slams on the gas. She understands the basics of driving. She has driven her father's truck before, but this is a bigger beast. And without any care, she runs straight through the fence, smashes through it, and every lucid in the immediate area turns and screams and sprints after the RV as it peels out of the lot.
Kaidi looks at Kira, just like, we should go.
Kira's looking and nodding at Kaiden. Yeah. They're going that way. Kira just looks back. Rip. And just like puts a hand on or reaches to like do a little quick pat, and then it's like she points to the fence of where they can head out to meet back with the others.
Yeah.
Okay. As
Everything's
you
not fine.
As you move back towards the rendezvous point, the RV slowly loses the lucids. They take far too long to reach the car before they can chase after them, and Ambria pulls off onto a dirt road and waits. 10 minutes pass, 15, 20, 30. An hour passes when Team 2 finally regroups, everybody returning to the RV where it's parked deep in the woods. And Ambria turns to the other three and says, "Guys, we haven't heard from the other team in a while."
Kira's gonna close her eyes and listen for the instrument, and if it's gone silent.
It has.
Hey guys, we have a problem.
What?
Their sin is gone, which means they're gone. Because otherwise Baxter and Lillian kick in way too many doors for that much quiet.
We kicked no doors in
This time.
this
Lies.
time.
Should we go after them?
Yes.
We
I'm
might
not
have
leaving
to.
I look at-
anyone here.
I look at Ambria.
We're gonna have to. We can't leave them behind. They have the gas
Let's
anyway.
go.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go drop the RV off, and then we can take the tunnels to Hoadley.
Okay.
Ambria hops back into the driver's seat,
Kira's
advises everyone strongly to buckle in.
gonna be like, can we stop at the boxcar real fast for me to try to pick up one of the other Pringles?
We have to anyway. We need to drop this
Good.
thing off. It's too obvious.
Okay, good.
Okay. With the doors shut and everybody aboard, the RV heads off into the woods on the dirt trail. And that is where we leave off for this session.
Ah.
How dare.
Ooh.
I don't want to wait another 2 weeks.
I
Me
didn't-
either.
I don't even think I really caused much sin except for that first encounter yet. Alas.
Look,
Have-
I just need you to understand that the fact that I rolled positives multiple times, yeah, don't count on it happening again.
But hey, at least Group 1 has now some fun times in SideCon.
Yeah, it's your first SACCON visit, Baxter.
Yay.
Yay,
Just don't follow the
SatCon!
footsteps.
Technically, it's
Footsteps are evil.
Lincoln's too.
Oh
Oof.
god, yeah, it is!
Last
It's not Alex's.
Footsteps
first
are
time
It's
Lillian
not
went to-
Lillian's.
first time Lillian went to SatCon, she had a mental break.
Oh my god. As long as there's some inside who know that who already are aware what ZCon is like and would be like, ah, yeah, guys, don't follow the footprints. It will just end it.
No, that is assuming they're all kept together in SACON. They're not separated.
Yes, that's very much true. It depends
Yep.
on what happens, and we will see
boy.
next week or in 2 weeks. Anyway,
2 weeks.
Thank you.
all
This
right.
was a lot of fun.
I'm glad
Yeah, it
everybody
was a
had
lot of
fun.
fun.
Enjoyment, happiness.
And you queuing off the goddamn soundboard.
I can tell.
I have to wonder, was it fated for us to go to SACON or just how it went?
That's just how it went. I did not plan for your SATCON visit.
I might have jumped things around by the fact that Kara called Wake Up.
You did shift a lot of sin away. There is only one real way to change the target on the shape.
I know.
So
So we have you to thank for that.
I'm
thank Kara for
sorry.
that.
Well,
Kira, good with old tongue. Bad with impulse.
Pure of heart, dumb of ass.
hey, that's
No,
me.
no, that's Lillian. Kira is curiosity. Can I ask Wake to show up with only myself doing it? The answer is yes.
Okay.
Should I have was not the question asked.
No,
I mean-
Lillian's pure of heart, dumb of ass moment was threatening to kill SAO
Yes.
piece by piece if I have to.
I mean,
Out loud.
the thing that Kira is just kind of going is like, ah, shit, my
I
dad has my
was-
throne.
I was fully expecting to like walk out the gate past there and just like run straight face first into my character's mother.
That was about
Yeah,
to
I was
happen.
I was about to freaking tackle your dad and cause all the fucking problems I could, just so you know.
Oh no, Kane is
I
Kane
wanted
is
to.
an asshole.
I
Oh, that
wanted
would've
an
been real
encounter with
bad.
my character's parent because they are not utter jerks, and she thinks she can still save them.
I was gonna like either tackle him or just like walk up to him and punch him in the face and then just run. He would chase me.
That surely couldn't go wrong.
Yeah, I still need to have this sit down with you and talk about the shit that Kane does. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that was the thing of we were gonna talk and then there was just food.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and deafen up real quick and close out the stream, and we will meet back here in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Bye. Stay away.
Okay.
Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
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 All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next time.